we're all about. Alright everybody, so I've just arrived at Flat Rock. It's a couple of kilometers walk up the hill, and it's a beautiful spot. So I'm going to walk up to the top where there's a really nice pool, and we're going to get the workout going. Alright, so the whole point of this channel is to show people just how accessible, you know, getting out, doing exercise, not necessarily needing a gym, how accessible it all is. So I'm just going to show you what I've got in my bag, and we've got some cardboard, just a bit of cardboard for doing the sit-ups, put that down there, and some resistance bands. So I've got two, a smaller one and a much bigger one. So the big one is for doing the shoulder press, and the small one we're going to do some front raises. So I'll set it up and we'll get going. Alright, first up I'm going to go for the front raise. So just put it underneath your shoes, and you just want to lift it up so that it's at the same height as your head and down again. And I'm going to try and do 12 of those, and in a minute I'll show you the side view. Alright, so I'm just going to turn over here. You can see that. Three more to go. So for me, I like to do about 12 to 15 reps, and I'll do that 3 or 4 times. And how often will I do that? Pretty much every other day. So I like to exercise pretty much every day, but I rotate things around. So there we go. All right, next up we've got the shoulder press. So the wider you go with this one, the harder it's going to be. So the wider your feet are apart, it's tougher. And likewise with your hands, the wider the grip, the tougher. Now this band is a particularly tough band, so I don't need to go too wide for it to give me a very good workout. And all I'm going to do is just lift it up, and off we go. So there's 6, and I'll just do it from the side for you. Alright, there it is. Pretty simple. Alright, so if you're curious how often I exercise myself, it's pretty much every single day, and the way that I do it is I have maybe 3, 4, 5 different things that I do, and I rotate them. And I focus on pretty much the same things, so I'm doing sit-ups, push-ups, pull-ups, chin-ups, and then I've got my shoulder press and running. I do a lot of running. So I just rotate that, I do different variants of those exercises, and I just keep it exciting for me. That's how I keep the motivation. Just day after day after day. So pretty much every single day I'm doing something, but oh, got my cardboard flying away there. But I just mix it up, and then it makes it interesting, keeps me motivated, and you don't then overwork the same muscles, just move around. And I find circuits in particular is a very good way to just keep me motivated. So there we are. Alright, so I've tried to find a pretty spot to do my sit-ups. So I'm just going to smash out 25 here on this rock, and just show you how accessible it is out in nature. Now I find that the one thing that'll stop most people, including myself, from exercising a lot is accessibility. So if you are finding it difficult to get on with the exercise because you know you haven't got somewhere comfortable, for example, to do sit-ups, then the key to smashing it is you just want to make it easy for yourself. That's one of the most important things with exercise, because there are days, and today for me, I'm extremely tired. The only reason I'm doing it is just because it really is my passion and I just keep going. But I find a fire in me, but I also make it accessible. So I've got things around me that make it easy for me to just do it straight away. And as silly as it might sound, a bit of cardboard that allows me to just put it on the ground anywhere means that I can just do it straight away. So you could use a towel. That's what I used to use, but cardboard is fantastic. You just go to any old convenience store, go to the back and pick up some cardboard and off you go. So as much as you might be laughing, I would recommend it because it just means that you can get on with it and you're not going to get covered in grit all over the back. And I think I've definitely done 25. I can't count and talk, so and I'm nearly going in the water. So okay, so we've got a couple of rocks, and I'm going to do some push-ups on these. So one way we've got an incline, which is going to be easier, and the other way we've got a decline, where I would put my feet there, my hands there, and then that's going to be considerably harder. So if you're struggling with push-ups, you can always start with the incline. So let's give that one a go. So you just put your feet lower, and that's going to give you a nice workout. Nothing too complicated, but one of the best exercises you can do. You're going to really start working your arms and your chest muscles, your core, your overall posture. Very good, right? So if that one's possible, then of course you can do your standard push-up where you've got your feet at the same height, and then of course the more you raise your feet, the harder it's going to be. So this is actually pretty much the angle that I do like, just about like that. I find if it gets any higher it starts to get a little bit ridiculous. It's more like you're doing shoulder press. And I'm just going to crush out as many as I can. Alright, that'll do. And you can see my grip here like that. You can move your grip around. Really not too much of a thing to worry about where your hands are. It's just about getting out, doing it, consistency, day in, day out, finding a way to enjoy it, and that's about it. Alright, so one of the harder things to find when you're outdoors is really ways to do chin-ups and pull-ups, and I certainly don't like to neglect them. So I found a ledge here, and we've got a pretty good one going on here. So just gonna smash out a few on this ledge. Got a couple of cracks here, and I'll just try and do 12 to 15 of them. Very nice. So if you can find a ledge, you're laughing. Alright, so I hope you've enjoyed that video. I hope you've got inspiration, motivation, whatever, something to push you along. And I've already done this video once, but I think I forgot to press the record button. So I was going to say, all that's left for me to do is to cool off. So from me at Flat Rock, I'm going to jump in again. That's why I'm soaking wet already. So goodbye for now.